Single-parent homes are the worst. You always hear them say, I can't be both your mother and your father. Well, now you can, because there's a new show coming out called Becoming Us. It's about a father who wants to become a woman. You people wonder why I hate this bloody country. Caitlyn Jenner told her kids they can still call her Dad, but she doesn't want to be referred to as Bruce, which says to me she still recognizes Bruce as a man, but she wants to be called Dad, which says to me that Caitlyn obviously thinks dads can be women. And now I understand when I hear people from the right say the left want to eliminate gender roles. That's why I hate this country, by promoting damaging ideas like transgender. Moving on. You remember what Rand Paul said about abortion, right? Well, this is what he said anyway. Rand Paul and Debbie Wasserman Schultz spent the Kentucky Senator's first day on the presidential campaign trail fighting about abortion. Early Wednesday, Paul refused to tell the Associated Press whether he would support exceptions for abortions in instances of rape or incest, or if the birth of a child would risk the mother's life. The thing is about abortion, and a lot of other things, is that I think people get tied up in all these details of sort of you're this or that, or you're hard and fast on one thing or the other. Paul told the AP later in the day, when pressed on the question by a New Hampshire journalist, Paul responded, "Why don't we ask the DNC, is it okay to kill a 7-pound baby in the uterus? You go back and go ask Debbie Wasserman Schultz if she's okay with killing a 7-pound baby that's just not born yet." Paul told reporters, "Ask her when life begins, and ask Debbie when she's willing to protect life. When you get an answer from Debbie, come back to me." Well, when it comes to incest, I would let the baby live. Maybe incest causes birth defects to babies, but that's why we have hospitals to take care of the sick and birth defected children. I mean, look at this. Plasticity pill could be said to rewire brain to treat autism. I mean, if they can cure autism, what other birth defects can they cure? I mean, don't just kill a child because you were inconvenienced by a family member promoting unwanted sexual advances at you. Same thing with rape. You can always put the child up for adoption. Just because you don't meet the financial needs for raising a child doesn't mean you have to kill said child. There are literally hundreds of people who want to adopt children. Again, don't just kill a child because you were inconvenienced by an unwanted sexual aggressor. About endangering the mother's life, listen to this. I had a huge drinking problem. Hard to believe a kid with no friends in high school constantly made fun of would have one, right? But I did. I ended up dying twice. Liver failure. Doctors revived me. $4,000 later, I'm still here. And besides, women already get free birth control. All they have to do is claim if death occurs while in the process of birth, and it's not covered to revive her. Sexism. Don't give me risk to the mother's life. It took me a half an hour of sitting out here to word this in just the right way. With that being said, the only legitimate reason for wanting, let's be blunt here, your child dead that I can see, if I hear the words, congratulations, it's a feminist. Aloha director apologizes for casting controversy. Cameron Crowe offers his heartfelt apology to those offended by his pick of Emma Stone to play an Asian American. On Sanford & Son, Sheldon Leonard played a light-skinned black gangster. What's the difference? White liberal guilt is the only thing I can come up with. By now you probably heard about Bruce Jenner becoming the woman known as Caitlyn Jenner. This not only means the gender was changed, but also the events he won are now changed as well. Instead of being a decathlon champion, she is now a decathlon champion. Because just like straight girls and gay guys, Caitlyn will now spend her time at Starbucks taking selfies of her coffee with her name written on the styrofoam cup. So I got this thing in the mail. In accordance with MGL C51S37, your name has been designated as inactive on the voting list. You may be removed from the voting list if you fail to respond to this notice and do not vote in the next two biennial state elections. At this point, does it even matter if I vote? I mean, Martin O'Malley began his campaign in Baltimore talking about policing. The quote from Yahoo News was, Baltimore policing issue. This whole Baltimore thing started out Freddie Gray, who was arrested, injured himself so bad he died. And that's what Democrats are running on? Democrats are working to grow an economy that strengthens our country and middle-class families for the long run. We are committed to helping all Americans confront the challenges of the 21st century by spurring job creation, rebuilding our infrastructure, investing in clean energy technologies and small businesses, and restoring fairness and opportunity to our economy. What part of Freddie Gray is going to help small businesses? What part of talking about the police issues are going to help jobs? But that doesn't matter to you, does it? All you need to hear is something like Mike Huckabee mocks being transgender, and that sends you over the edge. Then, to avoid thinking about Democrats doing things that are not helping the economy, you'll focus on Mike Huckabee being transphobic, and nothing gets done except now you slandered good old Huckabee. I don't even care about voting anymore. This country is fucked 6 ways from Sunday, and that's that. Texas middle school teachers give student Ghetto Award. The fuming family of a Texas middle school student who received a Ghetto Classroom Award from his teachers is demanding an explanation for the insulting prize. A 14-year-old Sulphur Springs middle school student went home with a Hot Award this week for apparently often saying the word in confusion, KLTV reported. Pro-homosexuality plus Common Core equals students being confused and stupid, and teachers are rewarding this? You wonder why people want to defund public schooling.